Vice presidential candidate Mike Pence's campaign plane slid off the runway as it landed at New York's LaGuardia Airport on Thursday evening. The governor of Indiana, who was returning from a campaign event in Iowa, was not hurt in the bumpy landing. There were 37 people on the plane, including the candidate, journalists and campaign staff, when it skidded off the runway at around 7:50 p.m. during a heavy downpour. Emergency crews were on site but no injuries were reported. Witnesses say the plane landed so hard that mud splashed up on the plane windshield, and the pilot slammed on his brakes so hard that the passengers could smell burning rubber. Though the trail of destruction the plane left in its wake is actually a clever safety feature employed by airports as a final way of slowing down a skidding aircraft. The travelers aboard were evacuated through the back of the plane and were filmed speaking to emergency crews in the rain on the tarmac. Pence has since tweeted to let his supporters know he is safe. "So thankful everyone on our plane is safe," he wrote. "Grateful for our first responders and the concern and prayers of so many. Back on the trail tomorrow." Pence's next campaign event is a rally in Bensalem, Pennsylvania, on Friday. He had been flying back from a rally at Iowa Central Community College for a fundraiser this evening at the New York Trump Tower. That event has since been canceled and the governor has headed to his Manhattan hotel. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump reached out to his vice president while in a motorcade en route to his rally in Geneva, Ohio at the time. The real estate mogul told DailyMail.com at his Geneva rally, "I just spoke to our future vice president and he is okay. You know, he was in a big accident with the plane. The plane skidded off the runway and was pretty close to grave danger. But I just spoke to Mike Pence and he's fine. Got out. Everybody's fine, everybody's fine." What a great decision it was to get Mike Pence. What a great guy he is. What a great job he's doing. Trump's campaign spokesperson Stephanie Grisham added that Donald had called his running mate from the car. "He reached out to Governor Pence and he is very glad everyone aboard is safe," she said. Even Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton tweeted out her concern. "Glad to hear Mike Pence, his staff, Secret Service, and the crew are all safe." LaGuardia Airport was closed temporarily amidst the heavy rain battering New York. But the busy airport has now partially reopened, with limited air traffic. However, Runway 22 remains closed, the FAA said Thursday night. The runway was severely damaged when the plane landed heavily on Thursday. The damage sustained to the tarmac is part of an FAA-approved safety feature. Made of lightweight, crushable concrete blocks, it is designed to crumble under the weight of an aircraft to slow down a skidding plane and stop it from overrunning the end of the runway. Travelers are still urged to check with their airline for additional information. Just a few hours before Pence boarded the campaign plane, he had posted a picture of himself throwing around a football at Iowa Airport due to a ground hold in New York. A ground hold at LaGuardia led to some football on the tarmac in Iowa. #Gamian, he wrote. The Boeing 737, christened Trump Force 2, is operated by private Miami-based charter company Eastern Airlines. Trump's own, larger Boeing 757 is Trump Force 1. Officially, the 737 is Pence's campaign plane, as the running mates often have separate itineraries. It is typically flown by Captain Jason Freimeyer, a 15-year piloting veteran, although it is not clear if he was flying this evening. Although as recently as last July, the charter plane was an airborne billboard for the latest Star Trek movie. The 8-year-old charter plane, which has Trump, Pence, and the slogan "Make America Great Again" emblazoned on the side, has just 64 seats rather than the standard 137 for a more luxurious ride. LaGuardia Airport has a history of runway accidents. As recently as March last year, a Delta Airlines Flight 1086 skidded off runway 13 on an icy morning, resulting in more than 2 dozen injuries.